Morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Eric, Daffy, John, Sandollar, Brady, Sing 2, Barack, Michael, good morning, Ivan. What playlist? Good morning, Devin. What's up, Driz? So many green names today. So today, I already made the list. We're going to go through it. We're going to talk about the bigger and the smaller time frame on SPY, and then we'll break into the other tickers. The music. Yeah, I can link you this one. Share, copy link to playlist. Here you go. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Looks like a good amount of people from the Discord have already reacted to the watch list today. First things first is that you guys, I had my cursor here, but I guess it moved. It's about here. This is about where current price is right now. So you can see we've gone up, hit the lead test, fell all the way back down to about 410.80s. So instantly looking at this chart, guys, what levels do we need to be focused on? We need to be focused on the previous day low, the 2 day ago low, basically the supports of these last 2-3 days is basically where we're looking under. So about 410s. 410s can essentially be seen as a solid break below, right? We can all agree 410 is a solid break below for a bigger time frame at least. For a bigger time frame for the upside, we can see 413 and 414 are solid break above. So we got a pretty good $3-4 range right there, right? This is kind of the same situation we were in yesterday, and we talked about this exact same chart. 411.70s. We talked about this yesterday. 411.70s, 412s. These are very big levels in terms of who can have control of what's next, because if they can hold over this level, it's also being seen that they're trying to hold old supply as demand. So that could sound that could be really, really good moving forward for bulls. If not, then we'll be seeing them lose this, and this will remain supply, which again means sellers. There's an area of sellers in the supply. So that's initially what we're going to be looking at. Now, in the smaller time frames, we're going to be looking at, and I know there's going to be a wick there. Ignore the wick. But essentially, we're looking at the previous day low demand. And if you guys have been paying attention the past few days in stream, this has actually helped us out significantly for watching possible bounce plays on any of these dips, whether it happens in the morning, whether it happens end of day, whether it's right out of the gate, you know, it doesn't matter. We've been able to catch some of these dip buys based on literally just watching the previous day demand. We're not even watching a bigger time frame demand. And then, of course, I went up and I drew the supply a little bit bigger than usual. From the high of the move to the open of that candle is where it's supposed to go. But I just went ahead and included the 412.85 level, so I highlighted everything in that area. Marked previous day close, marked today's open, marked the meat of today's, of previous day low, marked the high of yesterday. And that's about it. But you could see 410 lining up to be a very impressive level. Again, even on the smaller time frames, you could see 410 flat is perfectly where we just bounced this morning, like literally to the cent. That's where they held. So 410 is ultimately going to be a very, very solid break below. I also included 410.80s acting as solid resistance on the watch list, so I didn't want to confuse anybody by having two break belows there. I know I've been doing that a couple times now where there's two levels for a break above or a break below. I'm just trying not to leave out a certain area that I've already added to this or already mentioned before with you guys. But be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys, as I'm going through this. Give me a like or a thumbs up if you guys understand what we're looking at here for the SPY time frames for bigger and smaller. Again, not just one or the other. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what we're looking at here. To the upside, as you guys can see, on the bigger time frames, you guys kept seeing me say 411.50, 412, 413, 414. There's a lot of levels above. So pretty much almost every dollar is a break above right now for SPY. While we're trying to deal with earnings season, of course, as we head into the Fed week next week. Right now it's blackout week, so there's no Fed speakers. But yeah. But hopefully all that makes sense. Again, I really do think you should just tread light today. It might even be a good 10, 20, 30 minute wait kind of day. But again, a bigger move being made in the extended hours. Again, guys, I've been reminding you guys more and more during these streams, probably across the past like 2-3 streams, that a lot of the bigger moves have been made in extended hours. Then we get kind of the excrement of that move at the first, 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes of the day. And then we get the reversal of that move. It's that's kind of been the trend the last few days. So we'll see if we continue following that trend or not today. If not, we'll see. But again, we always plan for both sides, because what's the point of just looking at one side, right? For the watch list today, I set some pretty normal standards up here. So NVIDIA, I really like NVIDIA a lot. The only thing I don't like is that it's already crossing its 270.75 here. But 271.15 basically, I didn't mark it yet because I wanted to show y'all. But the 271.15, sorry, basically covers the kind of meat of where they held this support here, as well as above resistance right here. So if they're going to be looking for a good break above, that's going to be the general vicinity of where they're looking. So I went ahead and said 271.15. If you want to go ahead and change it to 271.25, just to give it a little bit extra room, go ahead. But that's essentially what we're looking at, not this 270.75. So just leaving that there for you. That would be a great stop loss, though. If you ever get into a play above this and it comes back down, that'd be a good area for a stop. To the downside, we have 269, which I know is way down here. We should have said this area here, but since I saw this in-between area and I saw there was room down to pre-market low, I went ahead and said 269 is a good break below. So I set up a game plan for that. Tesla, let me zoom in. Tesla, actually, I like it a lot. It is down, but it has a flat pre-market, so it actually gives it a really, really good potential range for the day. So if we end up cracking 159, you can look towards previous day low as well as 157.70s, or you can just wait to watch under 157.70s, considering previous day low and pre-market low are very close to the same thing. And then to the upside, you can look above previous day close. 162.55, it looks to be a very, very solid break above. So I got those tight levels set for that chart with the good targets on the outside of it. And then Netflix, which I know a few of you guys enjoy trading Netflix, so I've been trying to get it on the watch list more. It's kind of a weird pre-market ticker, so I feel like a lot of people get thrown off by it. A lot of my breakout levels end up being from the bigger time frame. A lot of the time they aren't from the smaller time frame. I just use those as guidance, because you can see right here 330.40 is a good breakout level, but 331.40s is a better breakout level. So I went ahead and adjusted it to 331.50. So overall, this is going to be a better breakout level, 331.50 area. I targeted top of this first hump, and then I went to a psychological level at 330, I think. Yeah, 333.50, and then 334.65, and then 336.50 is like the farthest out target. And then to the downside, I just made beware levels like, hey, look, 329 can be seen as a break below the previous day close, and then 326.70 being the previous day low area. So just kind of highlighting two important areas below. But that's the majority of the main watch list. Of course, we don't just look at that watch list. We go through pretty much all these tickers. I go through all these sectors at the same time. Devin, of course, will be here today. A few other people might tune in as well. So you'll get plenty of updates from us. But today it looks like we'll be watching a lot of different things. So yesterday, you guys saw... Hold on, I gotta get a swig of water for this one. So yesterday, you guys saw comms. And who remembers the other sector? I'm going to give you all a second to guess. But what was the second sector along with comms that we were watching with weakness? Remember, everything was kind of moving up higher yesterday, except what two sectors? What two sectors held us down in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes of the day? Exactly, tech. It was tech. Great answer. My bad, I was like answering a message. But yes, you guys are correct. It was mainly tech and comms. Where are they at? Right here. Right at the open. They were not helping out. So we ended up getting that good push, and then we ended up getting through our play down. They ended up getting a lower high, and they both dumped. This couldn't defend the previous day high. Tech couldn't defend they couldn't get above the supply is what they got to. They held demand the previous day, hit supply, made that lower high, pulled back down, and then they got a really, really good push down, right? Discretionary was not far off either, so if you say discretionary, I would also accept that answer, because they also could not defend that previous day high. They ended up flushing right through it. So we're going to be seeing the exact same levels again today for the most part. So we'll be adjusting to that, of course. We had financials do really good. You can see they kind of had a weird open, and then they had a really, really awesome pump, and then they held their gains for the most part for the rest of that day. Financials, you know, they were kind of helping out, but then they dumped along with comms, discretionary, tech. You can see they didn't make new lows like you saw tech do. I mean, they did today. So financials would be weaker from the open today. You should already know that by now. But really awesome breakdown there. And then the rest of these don't weigh as much, but they are still important. We saw energy flying yesterday. You guys saw oil futures the other day. That was crazy. So again, we'll go through all that. But I hope some of y'all take away from the sector analysis. Again, a really awesome way of practicing this is, one, go to SPY on your TOS, or go to Google even. Just type in SPY top tech weights and go to XLK. Type in, you know, the top like 2 or 3, write that down on a note card or on a piece of paper. Write down the sector, some of its top weights, and for some of its attributes like tech. That's the largest sector. That's for the most part always going to be the largest sector, right? XLV, what is that? The second largest sector, but it's also the least popular sector. Oh, you're good, Rambo. You're good. That was a pretty good guess then. Because, yeah, XLK, XLY, XLC, those are kind of the main 3 that were kind of acting against everything. For the most part, healthcare, banks, industrial staples, energy, utilities, those were kind of all trading to the same way for the most part. But it was back and forth all day yesterday. Good morning, Kem. Good morning, SF. So Apple, let's see what we can get here. That's got a very wide and ugly range. Whoops. So yeah, we'll definitely keep watching that. See, with Apple stocks like that, whenever you see like a range trade like that, it's better to just literally just drag the boxes over. So they got demand and they got supply right here, so we'll have to just watch it like that. AMD I've already set up. Yesterday open, I just left it here because the yesterday high is right into there, so I didn't add that. Previous day close, previous day low, bigger time frame level. Microsoft also took a hit, but they're consolidating. Pre-market low. Pre-market high. Previous day close. Just delete that. Previous day open, so just delete. We could just leave both. This would be a very solid area though for a break above for Microsoft. 282, 280, 185. To the downside, you're going to definitely have to watch the pre-market low, but if you were to drag your supply and demand, you would see that you actually have a demand area this here, right here. So grab that and grab your previous day low, so that would be your targets right there. That's a clean chart. I should have had that on the list. That's probably better than Netflix for the most part. We covered Nvidia. Amazon 105 is a key level right from the open, previous day low, and it's a bigger time frame level. So 105 again, very big key level. Previous day close is a key level to the upside. What's pre-market high at? Right here. 105.75. Yeah, so just don't even have to mark that. Previous day open, previous day high. That's a clean chart. I should have added Amazon instead of Tesla. Under 105 towards 104. Secondary target 103. Under 105, that is. Above 106.22 and possibly 106.70, you can look towards 107.50, 108.50, 109.25. So actually, I should have had Amazon on the list. Probably gotta set a closer stop than that. just type below 105 since we don't have room. We talked about Tesla, Google. I'd kind of just keep that on there because it's a top comm weight along with Meta and Netflix. So when you look at XLC, Google's a really good one to look at. So I just leave that there. I don't really trade Google. I'm sure it's fun for swing trading. I really haven't bothered day trading Google. But Meta sitting right in previous day demand. Basically, their pre-market low is the top of that demand. Previous day low is the bottom of that demand. Previous day supply, is between 213.92, 213.12. Nothing weird on that one. And then we talked about Netflix. So that's everything from here. We talked about some of the sectors and how we'll be looking at them. Talked about how some of them acted yesterday. So we'll go over that during the stream, of course, just kind of updated it in real time. Big earnings day. Yeah, a lot of earnings. All week, too, for sure. Good morning, E. There is a video pinned in the Discord on how to add weights on your watch list. Good job, Daffy. Wait, what? Morning B, just curious. The S&P 500 is the related to SPY, right? Just trying to learn more about the bigger market itself. Yes, they're the same thing. You can see it actually right here at the top of my screen. S&P 500 ETF. If you want to learn more about some of that stuff, Deuce, some of it might be old and probably needs to be updated. But if you go down to the bottom of the chat, go to the Keys channel. Keys. If you're in the Bueller Buys Discord, go to the Keys channel. Scroll to the very, very top of that. But yes, it is the S&P. Microsoft has earnings tonight, so premium's up. What you mean, Burok? I was there with you. Well, to be fair, I'm always there. I guess I don't count. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, though. I see there's over 110 people in here. But be sure to drop a like on the stream. If you guys are in the Discord, feel free to drop charts again in the Charts by Members channel. Drop your trade results in the Trade Results channel. Yo, $100. Sorry, I just realized that. Thank you for another $4 donation. Too kind, too kind. Need some of that Russian coffee. The General. I'm not gonna lie, SPY pre-market looks ugly. Like, this really can go anywhere from the open. I'm probably just gonna delete previous day close. Wait, what? Oh, I have 2 levels there. Make it look a little cleaner. Because we don't need that there. It's basically up against supply. Turkish coffee. Opened a bigger size trade. It stopped, hit hard. Lost 115, was down for the day. Hey man, at least you had a plan and you traded it. Alright, we got about 7 minutes before the open. What's up, King? How you doing? Woke up late. I feel that. Let me know if the music's too loud or not. How are you doing, B? Let's crush it today. Oh, dude, today can be a really, really good day. And if it isn't, regardless, if we end up getting a day that has very slow price action, I don't care, because I know that today's gonna be, again, just good for information anyway. I kind of want to do a poll before the open. Who's all down? Alright, let's do a poll. Alright, so the poll is going to be, do we break 410 or not today? Do we close under 410 or not? We'll SPY, break and hold under 410 or not. See, this one we can just do as a straight up yes or no. See, this one's easy. Jeez, I come back to this music and it's like this. By the way, I like how when I was just about to say that, Driz. I like how when I did the that like meme poll where it had that stupid like third response, over 208 people or 218, it was something like that, one of those two numbers. But that many people voted, and of that many people, it said 27% or 25% of you voted for that third option. That really made me laugh. Because that means like over 50 people voted that way. Mad respect, that's all I'm saying. Good morning, Austin. How you doing? Good morning, BB crew. What is the level below 410, if you don't mind me asking? You can actually see it here. Oh, I didn't put it on my watch list. I am bad. How bad of me. So we have 408.50, but overall, I would take every psychological level to the downside as a target. So if you see 409.50, you see 409, I would just kind of keep these in your mind, but the main level below is 408.50, sorry. On the smaller time frames. Bigger time frames, I think, is a completely different story. Yeah, it's about 409, 408.79, 409 area. So this vicinity is where we're looking for. Good question. I can't believe I didn't type that out. Normally I have that done. Again, though, I have, to be fair, I have shared this link about 1 billion times. If you want this link to this chart, you can have it. Apple's pumping. Good morning, Jay. Trade after 10 a.m. in my opinion. Filled that pre-market gap.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Hope you're ready to hurry up and wait. Josh said you guys don't say good morning enough anymore, so you can't bring me around all the time. So make sure to drop your good mornings. And like the stream, we're at like less than 50%. You guys are slacking.
Preach, Devin, preach. Less than 30 seconds. Oh boy.
But yeah, Daffy mentioned the 30-minute candle. Lately, that's been my go-to. Just waiting the first 30 minutes before taking any real trade conviction.
Uh-oh, they're dumping. Oh my god.
There any earnings this week anybody really looking forward to? I know Microsoft is looking pretty good. Apple taking off on the open, getting over yesterday high.
Apple's pumping.
Yeah.
AMD trying to defend previous day low. Microsoft also in that previous day demand. Nvidia getting a good push as well. They're well over 271s now. Amazon trying to defend previous day lows as well. Tesla trying to defend a higher low for a pre-market. Google dipped down heavy, wicked all the way back up. They're now a green candle. Meta also trying to defend previous day low, and so is Netflix. A lot of levels, or a lot of charts at the previous day low, so keep an eye on that. Strong sectors at the open, and by strong I just mean green. Healthcare, staples, utilities, every other sector is red. Weakest sector today is energy, which, to be fair, they were the most green sector yesterday.
Yeah, XOM was impressive. Can't believe it's at 117.
They could jump all the way up to 412 just to fill the overnight gap. It's pretty much watch it jump to 412 or watch it break 410. That's pretty much what the what the mood is right now. Default.
Got it coming down some more.
Yeah, first 5-minute candle on SPY is red. We're getting a reset candle now. I would probably just jump out to the 10-minute, though, if you guys want to get some better comfortable price action to watch. We're just kind of holding inside a previous day demand right now on SPY. Rejection out of this could bring a test of pre-market low, and we could get a test of 410 to see if that ends up holding or not. If we exit demand here to the upside, we'll see if we can retest 411.50, possibly 412, which again would be the overnight fill to yesterday open. Staples got a little stronger. Everything else just kind of stayed in the same general area. Nothing new to call out, really. I guess I could redraw my... Previous day demand, previous day supply for tech. You also have previous day open as a significant level in between, way up here, which is very close to previous day close. So if you do get a pump from here, looking towards that general vicinity. Good morning, Dylan. How you doing, man? Good morning, Nerve. Morning, Maxon. How you doing, boss? Speaking of Maxon, I saw you get the membership thing again. If you guys go to the YouTube, be sure to check out the membership tab if you are a signed up member. If your name is green in the stream, I did post a new video yesterday. Be sure to check that out. But there's tons of videos, so make sure to go through those. But I saw a few of y'all asking, can you please link the Scalp Trading Series playlist? It is literally right there. You just got to zoom into it, brother. Click on the members channel. You're good to go. forgot who asked that, but one of y'all asked, where is this? And it's literally right there where it's always been. SPY again, just kind of getting its footing out of the open. Like I said, if you want to jump out to the 10-minute, get a better, more comfortable view on this. Price index, new home sales, and consumer confidence is the news today. Which a lot of that is out within the next 21 minutes. Good morning, Ace. How you doing, man? Pletch, waiting on that push to NVIDIA. Just make sure to visualize, take a bunch of mental trades if you guys are in the process of just kind of learning the levels and getting used to them. Don't feel like you have to take a trade if you're someone who is in the very beginning stages of learning this. Don't push yourself too hard. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. I see we have over 160 people in here, only 75 likes. Let's try to even that up, everybody. Thank you to the donation by Sandollar, and thank you to the new member signing up. Again, be sure to check out that membership tab if you have not already. Tons of info in there. There's over 40 videos in there for you. Yeah, huge wick, big rejection on NVIDIA. They're now back down into the initial range they started in. Microsoft leaving the previous day low demand. That's a pretty good defense by Microsoft from the open. Remember, a lot of things we're trying to defend previous day low or a pre-market low. You can see Tesla also getting a good bounce. Google shot all the way up. Oof, my bad.
Berkby and JPM doing the opposite of each other. Berkby's breaking yesterday high. Boy, Berkby's at pre-market low. Spot again, a little bit of buyers above the midpoint here.
That dip buy is coming in on SPY from previous day demand. A few of those weights were helping that out. NVIDIA could be leading up to its rejection, though. Amazon trying to defend. Tesla getting a good bounce. Google, really, really good bounce. Netflix and Meta still defending, as ugly as they look. Some of these could also be going up for a better retest and move lower, though. I'm saying like NVIDIA, you saw AMD. They broke really good levels to the downside. And you can see SPY is still not left demand. They're just defending it right now. They're actually rejecting the top of it right now. See if they end up holding that or not. What's up, Jeremy?
What up?
Still just watching to see if SPY can exit this demand from previous day lows. Every sector now red, except healthcare, which is just barely green. Staples, which did move up a little bit more. Utilities went red. Oh, and there goes healthcare. So yeah, only green sector is Staples right now. Tech still defending demand. Healthcare rejecting a very, very big level at 135.20s. It's a monthly emerging candle. Discretionary filling a tiny little pre-market gap from where they fell from pre-market to open. So you might see them just get some consolidation going. Financials indecisive candles popping up. Same for comms. Industrials move lower. Staples are at a very, very important level at 77.10. Energy moving even lower. Yes, Vanessa, yes. Very defensive. Same for utilities as well. That can sometimes be the case. Sometimes you even see the case in healthcare. But a lot of the times it's staples and utilities for the most part. These are seen as things as people, no matter what kind of state or economy is in, these are companies people will have to pay money to or invest in regardless. So that's why those are considered so important and can be seen as defensive in times of the market where people aren't as so invested in aggressive sectors or emerging markets. So very, very smart. They did leave demand there for a second, guys. We are currently rejecting again, though. So keep an eye on what sectors are going to help us push or not. Again, you're just getting a lot of good short-term reactions off of previous day lows in a lot of your sectors and a lot of your different weights. Apple, for the most part, is holding us up very well. Microsoft, too. Those both got good bounces off demand. Nvidia not doing much to help tech out. Discretionary is weak again. Comms are weak again. Netflix is breaking a new low. Rejecting open on Meta. And Google is also rejecting. After that very impressive start. So yeah, but they're bringing a big red reaction on that. Oof, they flushed it.
There we go.
Man, they are flushing that. Almost all the way down to 410 flat.
Pretty big rejection on Google there. B rejected that yesterday high. JPM breaking pre-market low.
Tech sectors all the way back to where they started, trying to move lower. Healthcare almost back to today's open. Discretionary all the way back to a new low on their chart, hitting yesterday demand. Financials breaking today's open. Comms breaking today's open and yesterday lows. Industrials are moving lower. Staples are rejecting. Energy's moving lower. Utilities are trying to move back towards today's open. So what does that mean, guys, if all of these sectors are all doing that at the same time? And that's bringing SPY down in such a heavy manner. What does that tell you? What information do you get out of that?
Got about a minute 30 on our 10-minute candle.
No hoping, Vanessa. We played the wrong song. That the lead test is coming, yes. What else? What information you get out of that is that that was a sector-wide drop. That wasn't just like, oh, text dropping or just discretionary. That was everything. For the most part, everything just fell at the same time, which is why you got a more aggressive flush candle. Don't make it harder than it sounds.
Apple's got a 3-bar play look. Let's see if that plays out in the 10-minute.
Yeah, Apple's still defending a lot of its gains for the day.
Minutes till data. Keep that in mind. I know it's been mentioned before, but
House prices went up? No way.
Tesla's still holding a pretty tight range. Kind of keep an eye on that one.
And with that kind of open, let's say we were to close like this, what kind of candlestick is this possibly turning into? Does anybody know? If we were to close like this, what candlestick would this represent? SPX chart has the exact same candle. Good morning, Mel. Downtrend. That is not the candlestick pattern. That is representing the candlestick pattern, but what is this called? Yes, Deuce got it. Bearish kicker. Yes. It's not just a gap down, it's a kick. Good job. Alright, y'all need to must be dreaming in your lives right now. What were you gonna say, Vanessa? Just remember this. It's not like I look at like 100 candlestick patterns. I really only look at, you know, a few here and there. You got your stars, your morning stars, your evening stars, your kickers, your engulfings, piercing line, dark cloud cover. I mean, we pretty much call Haramis all inside bars anyway. There's only so many patterns, but just remember to go through some of the swing trading videos, and it's not just for swing trading. It's also just really good for candlestick pattern knowledge. And pretty much all my swing trading videos, that's a majority of what I cover is just patterns with positioning. Oh, you thought what? Oh, okay. Well, either way. I'll never tell. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it ends up holding like that. I just wanted to open and show y'all that because I thought that was interesting. I saw it on my phone.
Starting on the mobile device.
Can we get over 100 likes on the stream? Is that a possibility? And what's up, everybody in the Discord call? What's up, Shane? Other Shane, Rubio, Nick, CM Trades. How y'all doing?
That under not right above 410. Still possibly holding the 410 as support. Possibly seeing just some sectors slow down after some of those heavy hits that were just taken.
Energy still wanting to move lower. Staples still against 77.11. As you guys can see, there's a very effective resistance there. We charted all of those together a couple months ago, I'm pretty sure. We did all the monthly time frames, emerging candles. That's what you're seeing every time you see a level on those charts. Anytime you see a lit up blue area, blue rectangle, it's essentially just supply and demand. You can see discretionary right now is inside of their previous day demand. Healthcare exiting the previous day open on this candle. See if they want to take out this base that's kind of right here from there yesterday. And tech also trying to defend previous day demand. So tech, discretionary, two very important sectors trying to defend the exact same area right now. If so, we should be seeing a short-term pop back to today's open. And we do have data coming out in under a minute now. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. Anything is possible, 100%. I probably watched the pattern section of the BB course at least 3 times. It's totally fine. I think something that helped me is that in my head, every pattern has an opposite. So in your head, you should instantly, if you remember one pattern, you technically remember 2 patterns, is how I see it. There's that buyer reaction I was speaking of. Retest or double bottom. We shall see. Need a little bit more information. Hope it's not another 30-day, 30-minute kind of day. Yeah, hopefully not. Again, though, to be fair, guys, it is an earnings week. It's blackout week, which means there's no Fed speakers because the next week we have a Fed meeting. So I would also keep that in mind, too. Let's not forget that there is a bigger piece of news on the other side. We have broken through today's open, guys. We're now testing 410.80 from underside as well as the demand. If we reject this area, it will be seen as turning it into supply. So watch the next 10, 20, 30 minutes to see if we are continuing to reject this or if we're slowly retaking this as support. That would be the next thing I'd keep on watch. I don't know what song to turn it to. Some of these songs suck. I will try this song.
You gotta play the ones that move the market.
Oh, my bad. I just saw y'all were typing in this channel. Boo Rock, Shane, CM. I forgot that each of these voice channels have their own text channel as well.
Super secret.
I was like, what is it saying I have a notification on? Ooh, thank you, Divert. Apple trying to hold that 50% on the 10-minute green candle. Good call out, E. Good morning, Sinful, and not green candles. This stream is so helpful. I get a boost of confidence every time you say you are watching something that I am also watching. Hey, glad to help. Like I said, a lot of you guys are not dumb. A lot of you guys have really good intuition. It's just practicing and following through enough. Again, don't think that after just a few tries here and there that you're just going to get better. You know, it's going to take that practice over time to get that better vision, get that better intuition, confidence. It's not just always about, oh, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, sometimes it's a confidence thing. You can know everything in the world and still not be able to take a good trade, you know? So sometimes it's just overlaying that confidence to yourself. But thank you guys for over 100 likes. I appreciate that. Roblox dumping. Let's go. Sinful's clearly shorting Roblox. 38, man. Good stuff. We seem to be headed to a major area of potential demand after rejecting another area. Very clean. Little H pattern there. Looks like you'll be door dashing today. The grind. And yeah, they're still rejecting previous day demand, as well as 41080, as well as today's open. So a lot of things are rejecting right now in this candle. They seem to be holding up on that. So continue to watch for buyers as long as 410 is defending, but 410 breaks, this might not be looking good for them. Bigger time frame tells us they can go all the way down to 408.50. Possibly. You do have 409.50 and 409 in the way. Good psychological targets in between that, but 408.50, of course, the ultimate level below. That's a possibility, Vanessa. We definitely could just range trade. As I said over the past few streams, a lot of the movement lately before the market has happened in extended hours. Whether it's from earnings or some sort of news or catalyst, it doesn't matter. A lot of the movement has happened in after hours. Apple still over previous day highs. AMD still falling under 8630s. Microsoft battling in between range. Nvidia kept breaking lower after that 3-bar play after failing to hold over 271 and 270.70s. They're at the lower part of their pre-market. They actually hit that pre-market low pretty much. Amazon also trying to reject and maintain under 105s. See if sellers keep that up or not. Tesla in range. Google back to square one. Meta looking like it wants to keep moving lower. Possible second rejection of 210 here. And Netflix still fighting under 326.70s. So bears still have control of that. And yeah, possibly retesting and rejecting previous day demands. Like I said, if this ends up happening, they could turn this into supply, making it a seller area, and we could potentially be moving lower under 410s. So inside of the range, they're rejecting something very important. They just need to get that follow through that next important level. Good job, Creator Trades, posting the league test. Okay, man, they're just hell-bent on playing that song.
Keep popping the same one up.
Yeah, it's making me go crazy. It's like obnoxiously loud too. $65% Roblox. I'm good for the day. Good stuff, Sinful. Round of applause.
Easy money.
Nvidia breaking pre-market low. Great call out, Max. And your name looks sexy green. Amazon had nice lead test that's working out now. What's up, Tali? Mel, I like how Lynn responded to you. You thought all of us swung that, and you're like, he just straight up says, "No, I will not ever swing SPX, brother."
That's not 410. New low a day.
Ooh, good job, Sandollar. Round of applause, man. And yeah, hitting the low of day so far on SPY after rejecting previous day demands. Previous day demand. I don't know why I keep saying demands. Possibly breaking 410 here. Like I said, 408.50 is your next major level, but you do have 409.50 and 409 flat that are seen as psychological levels in between that area. So just keep that in mind too. Really good flush though. Failing to hold previous day demand, breaking it, rejecting it, and now pushing a new low under pre-market low right now. We are under 410 on the bigger and smaller time frames. You won the survey. You did. Well, SPY break and hold. To be fair, it's just broken. We haven't seen a hold under 410 yet, so you're half right. But yeah, 50-cent flush, 409.50 already hitting. One of the mentioned psychological levels in between this area. The next one's 409, and then you have the big area at 408.50. Apple's losing it. Great call out. Considering they were the one of the very few up and above. They were the one green weight I had on my screen. AMD moving lower. Microsoft still in previous day demand. Keep that on note. Nvidia into the previous day low. Amazon hit new low of day, wicking back up. Tesla still squeezing inside of itself. Google new low of day, still in pre-market range. Meta at low of day. Netflix hit a new low of day. Great call out on it by everybody. I've been seeing a lot of really good mentions. Good job, Carnage. Round of applause for catching the entire move.
Wacko, you're funny.
Deuce, I keep seeing you ask about the lead test. I mean, yes, there's a lead test there. I'm just not really looking for one because I just see it as a retest. Anyway, I mean, it's the same exact thing. Don't confuse yourself. If you're looking for confirmation, yes, you would go from here to here. You'd go, oh, this is the halfway point. Oh, this is the golden pocket. But I'm not even really drawing that because I'm so more focused on the fact that this is demand right here that we're rejecting. I don't need to draw a fib. You shouldn't need to draw a fib right here. It's rejecting an area you should have drawn. And that's to anybody who's confused. But if you're just looking for confirmation, yes, you had that correct. See if we can hold this new low. We do have about a minute left on this 5-minute candle. A few minutes left in that 10-minute candle. Totally fine, Creator Trades. Totally fine. I was giving you credit too because I saw you post it in the trade floor, or talked about it in the trade floor. And that's what I want to see. It's really awesome just being able to check chat and there's a bunch of other people already calling it out. That's awesome. Good job, KT7. Good Ivan Essa seeing the bonds dumping. I mean up, not dumping. I was reading your message like mixed. Hey guys, SPY's dumping if you didn't know. Good job, Wilson, giving credit. Good job watching yourself, though. Bought right at the close of the previous candle.
Top popping that pre-market high, doing the opposite of the market.
Good job, Carnage. Yes, I will show how I got the demand. I drew it on stream this morning. If you go from the low of day yesterday to the top of the last red candle before the reversal. This is also explained in my zones video. I made sure to draw that on stream though, because I want you guys to start drawing those yourselves. It's very easy to draw the previous day high and previous day low supply and demand areas. It's very, very easy. When you find your supply, you go to the high, to the open of the last green candle before the reversal, and vice versa. Go to the low, to the top of the last red candle before the reversal back up. Apple red on the day now, after being the only green weight there for a minute. AMD moved lower with the new low of day just now. The Nvidia trade plan for below 269 worked for the inside of the range breakout. Tesla's kicking ass. Good to see. Amazon did lose 105. They're now close to 104. Netflix lost 326.70s. Moved all the way to 324 just about. And so far, they just made it to one psychological level for SPY, hitting 409.50. Still just trading under 410. Look for bullish retakes over 410. They'll probably take it back to today's open if they could retake 410. If not, they keep rejecting down here and push down lower. You'll most likely see a new low day under 409.50 at 409 and possibly 408.50. Looking for both psychological levels there. Hey Bueller, I see your Discord is posting about lead test a lot. Any chance you can explain what that is? Yes, there is a huge chance because there's many videos on it posted now. So make sure to go to the latest videos on the YouTube. I'll go ahead and link you the lead test playlist if you want.
Get a fresh 10-minute candle.
Here you go. This link will take you to it. A lead test is just a more defined way of trading a retest. It's just a play on words. Yeah, Apple possibly losing today's open on this candle. That message, man, AMD, Nvidia dying. Yes, they are. Hopefully a lot of you take advantage of some of the pre-market game plans I set for a lot of you before the markets even open. A majority of them have already worked out towards a lot of their first targets, so hopefully some of you took advantage, or at least were paying attention, drawing them, and just kind of following along. Again, even if you're not taking a trade, it is the greatest gain to just be able to take away how you can possibly take opportunity on these plays or on these levels or on these charts. So even being able to just practice is a win in my book. So if you're doing all that, pat yourself on the back.
Approaching new low at day, see if it's gonna break or hold. Apple's still coming down.
I'll take some profit there. Sure.
Why not?
Short sellers on Tesla getting destroyed today. That's what you get for trying to short something that's already down. Well, Shane, there's a lot of higher IV right now. As I've explained before, you have earnings this week as well as it being blackout week, which means there's no Fed speakers because you have a Fed meeting next week. So IV is going to be a little higher. Contracts are going to be a little bit more pricey. Very normal. Leland, 100%. Jesus. Ooh, good job,
Something
Shane. 10%. Good job, Jazz, posting as well. Good job, everybody who's posting. So many swings and different day trades already taken. Yeah, pretty much, Leland. How is everyone on the stream today? So far, we've just given, or I've given the pre-market game plan for what we're looking out for on SPY and a lot of the different individual equities that we're looking at, from the watch list to things that are not on the watch list to sectors, and then the market open, and now we've just been updating sectors and what's possibly happening with SPY. We've seen the rejection and loss of the previous day demand. We've seen the loss of 410. Now we're looking to see if sellers can keep control under 410. Chilling. Good to see Brady. I love to see it. Very good. 4.2% up on those puts. Good job, KT. Just checking on y'all stream, seeing how everyone's doing, see who's alive. Vibing, I respect that. Good vibes. Much respect. Observing, very nice, Daffy. Very hyped to see the return of Daffy. Been very nice having you back already. That 4950 psych level though, yeah, 100%. 4950 big. How you doing, B? Hydrate and posture check. Posture good. I'm hydrating right now. Great stream. So glad to be here. Glad to have you. Thank you guys again for over 120 likes on the stream. That means a lot. Appreciate that. Thoughts on Tesla and Microsoft? Let me go take a quick gander. Tesla's actually screwing short sellers today, so if you're shorting it, you're probably not having a smile on your face. They look like they wanted to pump up to previous day close, which is a very good, solid break above level, so I'd keep an eye on that, as well as just above kind of where this opening drop happened If you like leave your cursor there, you can see where we pushed up to right before we closed. That general area is also another key area to look for further continuation higher. So if they end up not rejecting either of those areas to push back lower, I would see if they're going to push through those. But yeah, Tesla's kicking ass right now, actually. Microsoft's still defending the previous day demand, which is kind of what Apple is stuck doing right now. Or I'm sorry, not Apple. Tech. They were trying to defend previous day demand. Apple ended up pulling back down. Microsoft pulled back down. And even though they pulled back down and tech has moved lower on their ETF chart, tech itself, like Apple, the top weight in the market, is still trying to hold a very, very important area. And Microsoft is still above previous day low and previous day demand. So technically, this could get worse, is what I'm trying to say. If these end up losing support, that XLK chart could get even worse. If not, you might see some recovery on this chart. Maybe they try to take over the demand again in previous day lows. We'll see. Right now, the SPY has lost supports and has no sign of taking them back. Pretty good retest under 410 so far. Nothing crazy, but they have rejected. They have stayed underneath for a little bit now. I'm sure a lot of people are looking to short this, keeping stops at 410. Not a bad idea. 410 is a very ultimate level. Very, very strong. Check out VIX. It hasn't been this high in days. I have heard of VIX popping. I honestly don't look at VIX too much. Throws a lot of people off. Sector check, still just seeing tech under, still just seeing healthcare. Trying to hold that short-term area I had highlighted with y'all earlier. They're actually still fighting over that. Seem to be forming a hammer there. Discretionary still defending previous day demand. Financials are still flat. Comms getting some buyer action off these lows. Short-term might be seeing a slowdown here. We need to see another flush from tech, maybe healthcare, as they try to lose that short-term level. Discretionary could still flush here. Still need to see a little bit more to get more sellers off this area here, but they're definitely still in control under 410. Well, Vanessa, the common misconception when people look at VIX is that when it goes up, the market goes down, and that's just not correct. Does that happen? Yes, it does. That happens a lot. Is that a 100% always going to work strategy? No, it's not. Not even close. So it's just a common misconception I like to stay away from. VIX is nice just to track when volatility is up or down. That's really all you should be using that for. We have cracked a new low of day yet again as they maintain control under 410. Looks like they want to slowly grind down to 409 flat, maybe.
Amazon's moving lower and Tesla's rejecting 162 again.
Yeah, so look for discretionary to possibly lose that previous day.
Microsoft just hanging out right above yesterday low.
$409.27 low of day so far. Good stuff then, Vanessa. More power to you. The dollar's rolling over. Good call out, James Best. That's right, Mr. Best. How could I forget you? Good call out, Charlie. Are you the same Charlie from Discord? I think y'all are, because same profile pic. A lot of bottom wicks on the 3-minute. Good call out. Yeah, they made that new low of day finally, so 409.25 flushing as well.
Getting a nice push lower. Tesla rejecting more. Q's coming down.
Okay, just had to make sure, Charlie. Would not be surprised if you started getting some buyers at least catching short-term reactions. I'm not saying anything crazy like they're going to go straight to 411 or anything. I'm just saying would not be surprised if somewhere in between here and 40850 you started getting some buyer reaction stepping in. We've already started lower on the day. Moved lower now. Don't forget that. Very good job, though. I had posted a swing openly to everybody. Daffy had posted a swing open to everybody. Knox had posted a few. I saw a bunch of you guys post some day trade ideas and different levels and trades you were entering within chat and in the YouTube stream. So great job to everybody who had the confidence to post what they were looking at. Therefore, other people can go back and practice at the same time. So I appreciate that. All the leadership together. Wait for the buy the dip. Yep. And what does that take, Jack? What do you need to buy the dip? What do we need to see beforehand? If that is what's happening here. Again, we're just covering scenarios. What is something that would need to happen for that to be on our mind? A base build, exactly. Great answer. Exactly. Base consolidation.
Meta's starting to get a nice buyer candle after getting a little rounding bottom here. See if it gets over 210. Google coming up as well. Meta not so much.
Next week is going to be crazy with FOMC Wednesday and Apple earnings Thursday. Yeah, dude, next week is going to be beyond wild. More wild than this week for sure.
Volatile.
Pledge, that's actually originally how I got that strat. That's actually exactly how I covered it. It's in the playlist as well if you want to check that out. But if you have access to the Discord, Trading Strategies channel is exactly where I have that posted as well. So if you want to check out the video, you can. If you want to check out the channel, you can. It's up to you. But that has been implemented, and it's very effective. Gives you a little bit more discipline, too, having that there to give you extra confirmation. Good job, though. Keep working on it, man. As B-Rock said, Spy is making love to the 9 on the 1 minute time frame.
Microsoft getting a little bit of buyers coming in. Spy getting a little green candle in the 10 minute.
Tech possibly working itself up to go retest the demand, the previous day demand from underneath, possibly turn it to supply. Healthcare did retake that short-term area we talked about. Discretionary still holding. Like I said, short-term buy reaction stepping in. Not surprised by this at all. What's up, Jeremy?
Yo. Just chilling.
I feel that. I feel that.
Took a couple of trades. Nothing big, just a normal day so far for me.
Apple possibly rejecting a very important area. Sellers possibly taking over. Sucks too, because a lot of these charts were finally catching some base. It looked like AMD was slowing down. Microsoft has built a little bit of base, still in that demand. Could build up from there. Amazon's at a key level. What's up, Mel? How you doing, sweetie? You see this wedgie on Tesla, or am I tripping? Kind of retest yesterday as well. Look like. Let's see. Let's see if you're in fact tripping.
Very, very much.
I don't really know if I see it as a wedge or not, to be honest. I'd have to like stretch this to make it so. It does have that angle, but essentially all I see is consolidation, a breakup over consolidation, and then a potential hold of consolidation. What is that area? About 106.50. So I'd say 106.50 is a key pivot point for Tesla right now. You got to remember too, this was going against market direction. Everything was dropping when this was trying to move up, so Tesla's not really playing in direction of anything right now. They're trying to hold while everything else is trying to move lower. Not liking that Apple candle though. Rejecting in such a way almost makes it look like it wants to flush again.
On the 10-minute chart, the 90 MA is catching up to the 410 level. So double confirming we got to get back over 410 to go to the upside.
No, I see what you're looking at. And that's how you should look at price. You should be looking for those highs, lower highs, vice versa. I don't know if y'all followed me on Twitter or not, but that was the funniest shit I saw yesterday. Throughout all the drama across the like media world, it was hilarious when the tweet I saw said, Tucker Carlson lost his job, Don Lemon, whatever, blah blah blah, leaving, getting fired, whatever it was. It's like, how the fuck does Jim Cramer still have his job? And then there's like a bunch of memes now where it's like Jim Cramer saying he loves Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. He's like, y'all are gonna keep y'all's jobs forever. So it's like doing the inverse Cramer meme on him as well. It's hilarious. I love how they like turned it into that. I was just gonna say, like, I saw those trending on Twitter. I clicked on them. I was like, all right, this is probably about to be the most like annoying drama ever. I click on it and all I saw was memes. The internet has taken over.
Pushing off the 90 MA on the 10-minute on Tesla, trying to make a new high. To see Tucker Carlson, they took like $1 billion hit, so they're calling him a $1 billion man. So he's worth $1 billion as a
I mean,
broadcaster.
most people when they think of Fox, they think of the very few speakers that they're known for. Same for CNN, same for everybody. I mean, everybody has like those one or two speakers that everybody knows, and then that's like about it. Besides those speakers, nobody knows anybody. I don't know anybody at Fox. I don't watch that shit.
No, especially the younger generation.
Exactly. Our generation does not watch CNN and Fox all the time. That's just not a thing. Like I said, buy reaction could still be stepping in between the 408.50 and the 409 area. We have started seeing a little bit of a buy reaction. Again, this is all short term. They're just working themselves up back to 410 to see if we get a better retest. If we get a lower high of this test here, this will be very bad, and sellers can possibly take us even lower. So keep an eye on that. You see Apple fighting a very crucial area. AMD's bouncing off of a very crucial low. Microsoft bouncing out of demand. Nvidia also trying to retake previous day lows. Amazon's at its next area at 104 bouncing. You know, it's all just short-term, normal buy reaction. Again, they're not jumping randomly. They're jumping from spots after a lot of selling has happened. Tesla's leading the way.
Increasing volume on the 10-minute looks like coming in here with about 10 seconds left.
Hell no, I watch Bueller for my news. I'd probably be a horrible news station because I would try to tell the story of both sides too much, and people wouldn't find that entertaining, and then my news station would fail because we wouldn't get enough money. I'd be trying to tell the story of both sides too much. People don't want to hear that shit. It's the same thing for the stock market too. It's hilarious that I'm talking about that. If I'm just sit here and let's say I only talked about downside, I bet I'd get a lot of people excited. The second I talk about what happens against them is the second someone doesn't get entertained.
All right, gonna get the retest of 410 / the 9 EMA on the 10-minute. Looks like here.
Famita, whenever I enter SPY, it does the opposite. And yeah, by the way, who said that? Shane, your wedge still might be a thing. I'm not saying it isn't. Draw it and stick with it, man. If you like it, it looks good. Why can't I screenshot right now?
Access to none.
And now my whole screen's lit up yellow. Jerry Springer didn't become famous for being a peacemaker. You're right. It's from having 70+ girlfriends on a single TV show. No, I'm just kidding. Prestige worldwide. He said Prestige World Star. Yo, Boo Boo, you said Springer? I don't know why, but my mind went to Seinfeld. Ignore what I said to you. What are you doing in there, Kramer? Pretty much bouncing right where you said. B-Rock, good job.
Sometimes I wonder if Burak's a time traveler.
He's ahead by like 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
How do I get that data?
Yeah, get the Elon Musk neurochip.
You have to subscribe to Nancy Pelosi. Nobody's saying her name in a long minute. It's been nice. It's been very nice.
I'm sure she's glad that she's not mentioned.
Oh, yeah. She's loving it. She's probably getting more tired than that than anybody. Damn, good job, Marente. Sold the Tesla put. The opposite. I see you. It's always funny when someone gets into options and they start to realize that there's two sides of every option. They're like, wait a minute, wait. This just got 10 times more confusing.
Like half of America, when you tell them that you make money when the stock market goes down, they just look so confused. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, they just assume like if the market's trash, you're doing trash. Like, no. We play both sides.
So far, getting a nice rejection of the 9/410 on SPY.
Levels working to the T.
This brings up a good point that I keep kind of going over in my mentorship calls over and over again. Is because people bring different stuff like, hey, I seen this, or hey, so and so does this, and this works. And this works. If something comes to an area, and it's a couple cents off or a couple cents within range, it's just an area of interest. There's probably 100 different ways. You can take a fib retracement here and get close to 410. There's multiple different things you can do to get close to the same area of interest. You just got to pay attention and react. Right now, the 10-minute on SPY, we could be potentially trying to make a 3-bar play to the upside through the low, or we could be rejected. There's always two sides to every story, kind of like Josh was talking about. You just gotta commit to one side and play, and set your game plan, stop loss, and let it play out.
I sad. Seems to be respecting your channel. Why are you sad? Seems to be respecting it very well so far. Whatever. You'll find another opportunity. Oh, too many caps. Dinobot instantly coming in. I was just gonna see what you said. I have the log. Okay, I saw what you said. Stupid bot. Oh, let me ban this guy real quick. Bye bye.
Yeah. Was it the nudes, or was it?
Nah, man, it's just another way to get rich, dude.
Sweet.
You
What
send,
selling this time?
you
Girl
send me,
Scout cookies.
you send me $1, I'll send you back $1 billion, bro.
Jeez.
All I need is your social security number and this and that. Like, I don't understand how some of these people sleep at night.
Somebody's grandma. Hold on a second, honey.
Hold up, I'm buying life insurance again. Like, what?
My favorite is when they say that they'll flip your money. You give me 500, I'll flip it for 15.
All right.
What?
Huh?
Yo, click this
Like,
link. It has a bunch of weird letters and numbers in it, but click this shit.
All right, so 30-minute chart on SPY, if it finishes up like this, could be a sign that we are trying to get a little reversal here with the 3-bar play on the 10 minutes setting up. So kind of just keep an eye on that.
If Elon got Tucker and Lemon and made a show on Twitter, that would be badass. That would be pretty badass.
I'd probably watch it.
Oh, everyone would watch it because they'd be like, no way they're on the same show. And they work for Elon. There's just no way. I just think it's funny because I'm pretty sure Fox and CNN both came out and said Twitter's going to fail. Now you have both of their top speakers not there anymore. Like, yeah, who's really failing? Twitter just rolled out a $1,000 subscription for businesses. Who's really taking the L here? I also just like that a social media platform is promoting like any kind of business. Like, you could sign up for that. Yeah, it's $1,000, but they're also essentially promoting the shit out of your business everywhere. You know, so it's also pretty cool just to see a larger corporation like that actually picking up and trying to help out other businesses or other entrepreneurs, or you know, I think that's pretty cool. I hope other apps lead that direction. I hope Instagram leads that way as well.
And the way Elon's worded all his tweets so far, I'm sure long term all those businesses are going to be able to have like mini stores on Twitter, or you know, be able to sell products directly through Twitter.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. Definitely set up a badass marketplace.
When he tweeted about, someone tweeted like, you should hire Tucker Carlson, and he tweeted back something like, I wouldn't hire him, but I'm trying to give everybody a platform to make money on and be their own independent type thing. So I don't know, he's got big plans. You can't go against big plans.
Microsoft's still defending demand with another higher low. Again, why that's important is because Microsoft is a very top tech weight. They weigh a lot.
Alright.
Tesla's still pumping.
So we put our stop loss at 409.60 here and see if it 3 bar plays on out.
Ooh, good post, Driz. Excellent job on the Tesla play. Almost 28%. Very, very clean breakdown too, Driz. Round of applause for yourself, man. Pump, 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 pump it up.
There we go.
Oh wait, do I have to play Must Be Dreaming?
Tesla's still sending it.
Mhm.
Slowly grinding up.
Let's go.
Starting to try to play out that 3 bar play on SPY / get over that 410 area where we need to get over.
Good reminder by Boo Boo that today after hours we have Microsoft, Google, and Visa announcing earnings.
Visa.
So don't swing tech after hours. Probably don't swing SPY unless you know you're gambling. Pletch for bigger or smaller time frame, because there is a difference. The method is the exact same, but how you look at it will be a little different. I've gone over them the past couple weeks in stream live every time I go draw them, so I'm happy to share them still. Just trying to see which one you're working on. For bigger time frames, yeah, that'll be a whole nother conversation then. Essentially, though, Pletch, you're starting from the far left. Want to start as far left as you can. So let's say from the far left of the chart, I'll just give you a good picture breakdown. So we end up giving a good rally. There's a good slowdown. They get a good retest, and off that retest, they end up rallying again, right? Well, right now, you know, that might not be as helpful to draw these. Okay, so here's the top of your high to the open of your last green candle. Here's the low to the top of your last red candle. So essentially you have demand, supply, and you have price breaking through. Price hasn't returned to it yet, right? So in the future, when price returns down to this area, you know, regardless of how long it takes to get back down here again, then you end up seeing them react to it. Like, oh, they rejected, they pull back down to it. You know, so this is how it's useful. So you're going from the far left of your chart, so in the far right of your chart it helps you. You can also just use recent price action. So if you're not trying to go to the far left of your chart and make it harder on yourself, focus on what just happened, like I did with you guys on SPY on this chart. That's exactly what we did for this chart. All I did was I went from recent price action. This is the high before the reversal down. So I went to the high to the open of the last green candle. This is the demand right here, the short-term retest that it had before pushing back higher again. So I went from the low of that move to the top of the last red candle. Low of that move to the top of the last red candle because that's where it reversed. Low of the move to the top of the last red candle because that's where it reversed. So that gives me demand, 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 supply. Right now this is still supply. Right now this is still demand. But again, you're just going from the top. When you're grabbing your supply, it's the top of the last high before the reversal down to the open of the last green candle. Vice versa is the low of the move to the top of the last red candle before the reversal back up. Then you use those zones to the far right to help you determine where can price possibly go. Where is it most likely headed? It's just something you can add extra. I gotta clean this chart now. But hopefully that explanation helps you out a little bit. The best thing about it doesn't ruin the levels. If anything, it just adds on top of what you're already looking at. Yep, exact same concept. So for smaller time frames, I kind of just cheat. I don't really feel like going past, you know, a few days. I'm just going to use my previous day information like I'm already used to using. I don't really feel like switching up something I'm already comfortable with, right? So I switch it up. So I'm just going to focus on my previous day high, previous day low, supply and demand. And that's just giving me extra areas to watch. I'm already watching the high. I'm already watching the open. I'm already watching the low, right? So I'm already watching this general area. So why not just highlight it? Sometimes you'll see me combine levels like this one up here. Like you see how I didn't go to the open, I went a little bit lower to add in that 412.85 level. Sometimes you'll see me combine it with the level too. So it's just to highlight a combination of levels sometimes. But you can see yesterday's demand, they failed to hold on top of it, flushed through, retested under. So now demand has turned supply. So now it's a seller area. Rejected away from it. Now they're turning 410 into a possible seller area until they can get over that. So like, let's say I have an area of demand here, right? Price has been bouncing off this for God knows how long. Let's say price decides to break it. Is that supply yet? No, but it's invalidated demand. What is it now if I go up and retest it and break away from it? Now it's supply. So it went from demand to supply. Exactly. Just like earlier today. Between these few candles here. When it broke here, it invalidated demand. How can they get that again? How can they revalidate that buyers own that? By retaking it, by getting back over it, by closing over it. Right? They failed to do that. They wicked at it twice, made a lower high with its second wick. So they're turning it into a seller controlled area. That's what you're seeing is the transfer of power. When this candle was green, buyers were trying to hold it. It wicked down, sellers took it back. Green, sellers took it back. The transfer of power. Now, is it fair to say that SPY has to tank super crazily? No, and that's why we set passive targets today, because we were already down for the day. But hopefully that helps you guys understand that a little bit more. All right, it seems like we are still getting some buyers stepping in. Still no retake at 410 yet, but they are up against it as anticipated after the slowdown. Charlie's watching Netflix on the 9 EMA on the 3-minute. Good looks. How has the stream today been, though, everybody? Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the updates, some of the sector breakdowns, some of the information given out across the various questions. Been away from stream for almost a month. Missing hearing you and Devin. Hey, man, just glad to have you back, boo-boo. Damn, it was really a month? That's wild. Closed 1 cent above. I do see that. Just a smidge of green above that 410. Nothing crazy volume-wise. General Motors said today it will officially stop making the Chevy Bolt by the end of 2023.
It's a little square car, right?
You can see it on the trade floor. It's not like a perfect square.
Oh, my friend just got one of those. Oh well.
Tell your friend he bought the top.
Yeah, right.
There's like a road rage video where someone's driving a car like that, and dude gets out, he's like 6'8". I don't even know how he fits in the car.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Those hatchbacks, they got plenty of headroom. I used to drive one of those tiny cars, Toyota Yaris. You'd be surprised.
Appreciate the Pfizer update, Jack. I see you. He's like dropping them in chat like, what would y'all do without these? Still seeing some buyers. Let's see what sectors are slowed down and kept moving up higher. Looks like tech continued holding that base. They were working towards previous day lows. Healthcare got back over that little bit area that we talked about earlier when we highlighted it. They're still defending. Discretionary also still defending previous day demand. Financials range trading still. Comms got some action. Industrials got some action. Staples popped higher, also slowing down now. Energy finally stopped selling, catching back up. So yeah, a lot of things just slowed down or getting some buy reactions, nothing super significant yet. And again, as you can see, everything's kind of moving in whole. I would say you probably end today with a very low amount of volume because you have so many big earnings after hours. What do you like about AMD Mini? Oh, never mind. I instantly see what you like. Has a base build, has a higher low. I'm just talking about the mention, Shalon. Besides in this stream, you have people typing them within the stream on the messaging board there, but also within the Discord. There's people typing them in open channels. SPY 15-minute, 30-minute having nice hammers at the bottom, indicating reversal, but how big the move or reversal will be, 100%. Love your thought process, Daffy. Yeah, Microsoft's still getting good buyers. Microsoft, Google, and Visa having this after hours. When in doubt, zoom out. Make sure you guys aren't getting too locked in and tunnel visioned on the smaller time frames. Make sure you are reminding yourself what's going on the bigger time frames. We discussed trying to lose these past 3 days lows to possibly try and move lower. We did lose them at first. Right now we're getting a wick up on the smaller and bigger time frames. In between a very, very big key area. 408, 412. Yep, good curl up move here on Apple. Good call out Sendful.
Got about a minute left on our next 10-minute candle. See if we're gonna hold up.
Good job, Shaq. Hey, and shout out Ace for Profit if he's here in streaming. Shout out to Bueller Trading for daily walkthroughs of price action and knowledge dumps. Info in his course, YouTube, and streams has been exactly what I need to pinpoint better entries and hold through noise. Highly recommend anyone looking to enhance their trading to check him out. Awesome job, Axe. Respect. Still defending over 410 after that slight 1 cent close over, I think someone said. Been pushing ever since, just very slowly. Getting really, really close. Like I said, the two areas you want to worry about once you get above 410 is you have this little bit of consolidation to worry about, but mainly what you're looking for is the today's open, which they're very close to. I've always appreciated your profile pic for profit. Very happy for you too, man. I know how hard you've been working on that. I know from months ago all the way up till now, you've been working on just viewing the levels, analyzing how you can grow your confidence, growing your knowledge of how to properly get through the different variations of price when you are trading with the levels. That could be a journey, man. So respect. Very happy for you. All credit to you. Billions ain't the same since Axe left. I still need to watch Billions. I was more thinking Band of Brothers. But I still need to watch that. That actor is crazy. Nice rejection here on SPY. They're popping up. Good job, Jack. After almost 2 hours, we've officially used a quarter of the average volume, which, by the way, the average volume has been decreasing very heavily. If you guys remember, the average volume for SPY only about a week or two ago was actually up to about 106 million. It's now just above 90 million flat. So you guys can see we are not just a lower volume day, we're lower volume on a lower volume average right now. The average is normally a lot higher than this. So a lot of people waiting for the Fed meeting next week. A lot of people just kind of taking it slow with the earnings that are coming out. Again, you have Amazon, Google, and Visa after hours today. I am going to go ahead and end the stream there. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you guys for covering a lot of the price action with us, following along with the watch list, the different tickers we're going over, calling out, analyzing, reviewing, just having fun with the community as a whole. If you guys want more updates and more information and just more discussion with a lot of the group, feel free to join the Discord. Bio is in the link of the YouTube. Majority of you guys are already there. Feel free to invite a lot of your friends. Some of the channels are free. So, again, you don't have to be a paying member to see some stuff. Feel free to join in. But we'll see you guys later on. Again, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later on.